Hey guys, it's Master Kiz here today with the Black Ops 2 multiplayer trailer, and I am going to attempt to break it down and tell you what I think. And we'll pause it here and let's get straight into it. Here is a class preview. Now, a lot of people have come up with a theory as to how a class system works in Black Ops 2, and it seems to be pretty solid. And I think that what they're saying is that you have 10 slots that can be used for a class, and those 10 slots can be used anywhere. So you'll see here he has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. He has 10 slots used. That creates his class. And you'll see throughout the video there are different class screens that give you examples of what you can do. Some of them are a lot more interesting than others, and I will try and pause it on them and try and break them down. But you can see here, primary weapon appears to be some sort of assault rifle. He also has a scope attachment on it, and his secondary is a pistol with the tack knife. I have no idea what the perks are, guys, but you can see that there is actually 6 perk slots there, and I will show something about that later. His lethal equipment is a Semtex, and his tactical equipment, or I should say non-lethal equipment, are the flash grenade or shock grenades or shock sticks, whatever you want to call them. Let's see what they do. You see they let out a burst of electricity and they stun the dude. So a lot of people are thinking that's very overpowered, but again, if this guy was in exactly the same position with concussion grenades, it would be the same result. The electric grenades or the shock sticks, shock grenades, whatever, they just look a lot cooler, look more modern. So that's something that's very interesting there. And I should explain, can we go back to a place where that's a little bit more easy to read? Probably not. Everything's white. There we go, we can read it there. Burst. So what that is the attachment he has is actually, see, he's got the M8A1 select fire. And what that means is if you push, you see the triangle there, if you push left on the D-pad, it will actually change the fire mode of your currently selected weapon, so that if you had a fully automatic assault rifle, you could change it to burst. I would say that some of them you could actually change to single fire as well. And you'll find that in a lot of cases, if you have something like that, I think they will make the gun more stable. So if you wanted to actually shoot at a long distance and you had a fully automatic assault rifle, you could switch it over to burst and you would get probably 3 rounds that would be extremely stable. Very cool feature they've added there. So we'll keep this running back again. Watch this whole section again. Looks extremely cool, looks good. The graphics in this look good as well. Now this section here, this is extremely interesting. This scope is called the MMS scope, and I have no idea whether you're going to be able to fit it to all weapons, but I see this as being probably the new heartbeat sensor in this game. What it does is it sends out like an ultrasonic frequency, and it will actually show you where people are around corners and through walls. You can see this ghostly like figure here. So this guy that's playing, he knows that guy's there. He knows there's an enemy coming, and this enemy is like he would not know. It's just incredible. I don't know whether this is going to be crazy overpowered, but it's going to be interesting nonetheless. You see, something that also has made a return is the dolphin dive. So we'll watch it now. Yeah! Dolphin dive. Something you'll also see is the player customizations are back as well, which was something cool that Black Ops had. And I've read that the look of your character won't only be based on what weapon you're using, it will also be based on what perks you're using. So someone may be able to look at your character and be able to tell what perks you're using just by your physical appearance. You'll also see that the camouflage has returned. You can pick the facial camo, and it looks like it extends down to his arms as well. You'll see here that this scope also, we missed that, it also sees through smoke. So you see that it lights the guy up through the smoke quite clearly. Very interesting. I would say that Ghost or whatever perk that is going to return in Black Ops 2 would hide you so that the scope won't work on you. But again, interesting, very interesting, guys. Let's keep it going. See here we got another class sort of preview here, runs for funds and guns. No idea what sort of gun this is, but you'll see that it has the hybrid optic scope on it. So the gun is an LSAT. I know there's a lot of guns in this game that are actually created by Black Ops developers. Some of them aren't real. This could be a real gun. My gun knowledge isn't that good because I live in Australia and our gun laws are extremely strict. But anyway, you'll see as primary 2 attachments, pistol, silenced, 2 perks, some sort of lethal equipment, which I believe is this down here. Maybe it's a bouncing Betty, maybe something else, no idea. And it looks like he has maybe 2 shock grenades there as well. Let's keep this going, and you see he looks through a red dot scope, immediately switches to something more like an ACOG scope. So rather than the hybrid scope that's in Modern Warfare 3 where you actually have to fold it over, this looks like something you can change on the fly, which is quite cool. So it would be an assault rifle you could use close quarters with the red dot, or you could use it over range with the ACOG. So that's a nice feature that I like. This thing, very interesting, but also very real. It was developed by the US government as a means of non-lethal crowd dispersal or non-lethal crowd control. What it does is it emits a very, very high frequency radio wave, and it causes anything in front of it to the molecules or the atoms to vibrate extremely fast, which basically is how a microwave works. And if you stand in front of it for too long, you will get very hot and you will have to get out of the way. If you actually listen to this, you can actually hear they sort of sizzle. So that's going to be a very interesting piece of equipment, especially for objective-based game types. So I have no idea how long it lasts, whether it lasts until it's broken. Maybe it only lasts for 10 seconds or something. But if it was something that lasted for a fairly long time, you could have maybe 3 people set them up looking at a flag or looking at a capture point in domination, and it would make it extremely difficult to capture. But something that is also very interesting here is that. Let's see if we can get it better. No, we'll have to go back and we get it. There. That is the 15th Prestige emblem from Black Ops. Now, I have no idea why it's in this, and I don't know whether it's like a little bit of a tidbit that they've put in to say, like, the people that got 15th Prestige will get something in this game, because I believe that no Call of Duty game has done that. No Call of Duty game has ever rewarded you from game to game for going max prestige. So will this be one of the first games where people that got maximum prestige in Black Ops unlock something in Black Ops 2? So that would be fairly cool to do it, because the people that got 15th prestige legitimately invested a lot of time in the game, and they were the people that kept the game alive and basically made the company their money. So the people that play the game are the people that pay for the game, and to reward them for getting 15th prestige in Black Ops 2 may be something cool. So, but anyway, interesting that is there, guys. That is definitely the 15th prestige emblem from Black Ops. Let's keep going. Also, I should say, actually, we'll talk about this first. Fly Swatter. So this is a section that sort of introduces the Dragonfire, which is like the small quad rotor thing. I thought that was going to be like the new RC car, like the little kill streak that you get 1 kill out of and you're happy. This thing looks crazy powerful, man. Look at the damage this thing does. You see he takes it out fairly easy, and then you see it in the air. Easy kill. Destroys the car. Easy kill. It's just a beast of a thing. You see that they've also changed the colour of the targeting screen for the launcher. Instead of being the traditional sort of techie green, it's now more of an ultraviolet sort of purple. Looks really nice. I like that. Now, this is an interesting section here. You'll see the scope on this gun highlights enemies the same way that a Predator missile or a kill streak does, in the way that they have the diamond or the square around them that indicates their location. Now, a lot of people think that's very overpowered, but if you look at the amount of vision that is obscured by the scope around the sides here, if someone was standing here, you're dead. If someone was walking just around a corner here, you're dead. I think that the trade-off to have such a powerful scope that you can see enemies like that would be that your field of vision is almost completely impaired. But we'll keep this going. You'll also see the riot shield dudes here. A lot of people are saying that this part of the video is the dude shooting through the riot shield. It is not that at all. You see the guy plants the riot shield, and because of how the riot shield sort of pops up and has a viewing window, people think that this is the guy shooting through the riot shield. It's not. There, you'll see he's shooting through the scope of the gun. So the riot shield is planted on the ground as a viewing window, but they're shooting over the riot shield. They are not shooting through the riot shield. Also, you'll see here that you'll probably see through the video the emblems. A lot of people have said that they look too professional to be the custom emblems. I can guarantee you custom emblems are back. Looking at them, some of the emblems are actually, the graphics are even the same from Black Ops. And I think that because your emblems are actually combined into Elite, you'll probably find you'll be able to import your emblems from Black Ops into Black Ops 2. So that is one of the, it's called the AGR, which is like a little drone, and it looks like you control it the same way you control the drone in Modern Warfare 3, but this thing looks incredibly powerful. That thing just mowed through those dudes like that one. Nothing. Keep that rolling. Let's get back here, see if we can get this in the frame. Looks like we're just out by a little bit. We're just going to have to pull it back. It's very hard to get because the you need to get frame by frame to get it perfect. Oh, we're nearly there. There we go. Mostly use me blade. Now, that is an obvious reference to Only Use Me Blade, very popular YouTuber with the Call of Duty series, who is someone who uses a knife exclusively. That's what he does. And that is obviously a little bit of a shout out to him from the developers of Black Ops 2. This is probably the most interesting class setup you will see in the game. There is no primary weapon. I don't think any Call of Duty has allowed you to do that. Every Call of Duty you need to run a primary weapon. So with this, your secondary would then become your primary, and he is running 6 perks. No equipment, a pistol, 6 perks, and 3 of these. No idea what these are, but if this is what this is, if this is 6 perks running, that means you effectively have specialists running the same way Modern Warfare 3 works, but you don't even have to get a kill and you have 6 perks up. So that means that if you're willing to sacrifice your equipment, your primary, run a basic secondary, you're a monster on the field straight away. We'll watch this section here and then I'll run it back and I'll show you something I noticed just earlier that is very, very interesting. Tomahawk's back, of course. Now let's bring that back and I'll show you something I noticed that is very interesting. Now you see he just got a kill and he killed Body Crasher. And you'll see that over here his kill streaks are EMP attack dogs and the unmanned drones. Something interesting happens here. Now the camera angle cuts. It's the same game. Camera angle cuts. So you saw that he was running the EMP, attack dogs, and the unmanned drones. Now he's back. You can see in the feed that he killed Body Crasher. It's the same clip, 9 and 20. Now his kill streaks are totally different. What happened? Now he has, that looks like some sort of spinning gun. That looks like maybe the thing that gets delivered, the AGR, and that is the attack dog. What happened? Why did those kill streaks change? Does that mean that he can get more than 3 kill streaks? Does that mean he can change them on the fly? What happened there? That is really interesting. So something very subtle. I don't know if many people notice that, but go back and watch it. Those kill streaks definitely change, but the game is the same game. Tomahawk back, that's going to be fun. Pause it there. A lot of people would miss this one because it cuts in extremely fast. Tube money. I have no idea whether that's a reference to the people making money from YouTube videos from Call of Duty, or whether it's got something to do with the noob tube, but interesting nonetheless. And you'll see that it's a sniper rifle with 2 attachments, a second sniper rifle with 2 attachments, whatever these are, and then he's got 2 perks running. You'll see here he's got something running there, I can't make it out, the drone and attack dogs. If we run this through here, time. There we go. So it comes out and it says 4-piece, so you actually get like an emblem, because you can see he's got a 4-piece kill feed there. Quite you see the sniper ghillie suit is extremely different. He's got like tiger camo pants on and he's got like a techie sort of hood. Like that's like more like an urban sniper outfit. So don't know whether ghillie suits are going to be back, because if this is all set in urban environments like this, you wouldn't really need a ghillie suit. So interesting, interesting. Now this thing here, I think what this is, I've watched it a few times forward and backwards. I think it might be a timed portable UAV. Maybe it's a one-use thing. Maybe it lasts for a certain amount of time. If you watch up here, you'll see there's no one on the radar, but as you play it, he gets close, and both these dudes show up on the radar when he gets close. So maybe that's what it is. Again, I don't know. It's just a guess. But those dudes definitely showed up when he got within range. So keep going. Yeah. Now this section here, we'll cut that back and we'll let it play. Look at all those drones. I have no idea whether that kill streak will be that many drones or how that's going to work. That's interesting. Anyway, that's the bulk of the trailer. But the most interesting part of the trailer is this part here. If this is what I think it is, it's going to be amazing. You'll see that Wayne Noobton viewing Team Militia. Now, what I was thinking about this, it could be one of two things. It could be that they're demonstrating a professional game mode that can be played at whatever, game battles, MLG battles, whatever they have. And that's maybe what it is demonstrating, that they have a spectator mode and someone's commentating and they're going to fully support the professional gaming community. Or what it could be is that they have an elite channel where games could be broadcast that you could watch them within Black Ops 2. Now, that is not impossible. That is something that can be done. And I've looked at the technology and I've seen how it could be done, and it could be done. So it would be incredible if there was an elite channel that you could go and watch a match, watch a pro match live with a guy commentating over it. Like, that would be incredible. So just watch this here and just think of that. Think if you could actually go and watch pro matches, or even if someone decided to stream their match and have it live so that you could actually watch their match. It's just, the possibilities for that are amazing. So I think that's the only reason they would have something like that at the end of the trailer. There's no other reason other than to stir up that they're doing something big. So anyway, guys, that was my breakdown of the Call of Duty Black Ops 2 trailer. It was a long video, but I'm hyped for this game now. Tell me what you think. Do you think anything I come up with was on the money? Tell me what you think. If there's anything else I missed in the trailer, leave it in the comments. And let's discuss this, man. This game is going to be a monster. So I hope to see you on the battlefield.